Hello everyone. Let's take a look at the main improvements in version 15.0 of Strap. The side menu's layout has been improved. Main options now appear at the top and can be expanded with a click to reveal related submenu options. This new layout is featured across all modules. For example, here's how the side menu looks in the Results tab. If you prefer the previous layout, you can revert to the old style by going to Setup, Miscellaneous, and under the Miscellaneous tab, selecting Use Old Style Side Menu. Under the Display Submodels icon in the top toolbar, a new submenu option has been added. When checked, it applies the current main model's display settings to all submodels. For example, if node numbers are shown on the main model, checking this box will also display them on the submodels. In the model list, it is now possible to change the icon displayed next to each model. After selecting the model, go to the top menu, choose File, Change Model Icon, and select the preferred icon from the available options. Right-clicking on an element, for example on a wall, now displays a simplified context menu showing only the options relevant to that wall. Similarly, right-clicking on a node displays only the options related to the selected node. When defining a new model, you can now set the model's vertical axis in advance. This eliminates the need to redefine the vertical axis separately in the various modules, such as the Reinforced Concrete Design module. In the Rigid Links view, you can now choose to display only the nodes connected by rigid links to a specific node. In this example, without selecting the option, rigid links are shown for all nodes in the model. When the new option is enabled, only the nodes connected to a selected node by rigid links are displayed. It is now possible to define multiple nodes perpendicular to a line using the new Multiple option. This allows you to repeat the process of defining perpendicular nodes several times without reselecting the command each time. For a single perpendicular node, click Perp From, select the line, and then select the node to place on the line. Before the Multiple option was added, repeating the action required clicking Perp From for each node. With the new Multiple option, you can select lines in perpendicular nodes multiple times without clicking the command button again. A new option has been added to the Node Definition menu that allows creating a node by selecting the coordinates of 3 existing nodes. The coordinates of the new node, x1, x2, and x3, are determined based on the selection order. For example, to define a node at this position, select node 9 as x1, node 8 as x2, and node 8 again as x3. This creates node 27, defined using the coordinates of the other nodes. A new feature has been added to the Wall Section Definition menu, allowing multiple wall segments to be deleted simultaneously, either by multi-selection or with a selection rectangle. In this example, a selection rectangle is used to mark all segments on the right side of the structure, and the selected segments are deleted. When defining springs, it is now possible to set the soil modulus for each node using the Soil Coefficient per Node option. In this example, there are 4 springs with a stiffness of 1,000 tons per meter for each node. Let's assign a soil modulus of 2,000 to nodes 1 and 2, and 4,000 to nodes 3 and 4. The spring table displays the modulus assigned to each node. In the results, when viewing the stress under the springs, there is an option to use the modulus defined for each node. The results show, alongside the stress, the soil modulus used to calculate the area under each spring. In the results for elements along a line, it is now possible to display results along the line for the strip width, even when the elements are not in the same plane. Additionally, moment results along the line are always shown on the tension side. In this example, the tension side of the tank walls is the exterior, while the tank floor is in tension on the interior. In composite section design, when allowing the software to select a suitable section, you can choose to use the topping section data defined for each beam in the geometry. In the steel design module, it is now possible to view concrete walls. In the steel design module, it is now possible to display the capacity together with a selected section, as shown in this example. The selected section is displayed alongside the capacity.